Sailor Solitaire. For those of you who don't know, I do bi-monthly, no, that's not true, I do monthly readings for each and every one of the signs. So don't forget to check out your other signs: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury maybe. Whatever you identify with, then be sure to watch your reading for that month. And if you would like a personal private reading with me, then you can follow the links on screen, hopefully, or you can look in the description box below. You'll find a link to my website, www.sailorsolitaire.com, and a link to my Etsy site as well, etsy.com/shop/sailortarot. Alright, so happy May, everybody. I'm trying to get these readings out before the first of the month, so I hope I did a good job. I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling really weird, really up and down lately, like just sort of all over the place, scatterbrained. I feel like I'm talking a lot. I know for those of you who have been following, I am thinking about doing another video series or maybe another channel altogether. Let me know what you guys think about that. And also for those of you who have been commenting and stuff like that, thank you, first of all. And second of all, sorry for not getting back to you as quick as I usually do. I've been, again, just feeling so bizarre, like so all over the place, really down, really up. And so I'm sorry, and I'll try to be better, okay? I still love you guys, and I still appreciate your time, all your feedback, and I hope we can keep doing that in the future. Okay, so deep breaths. Here's your reading. Hello, Cancers, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all doing fantastically. Happy May. It is almost Cancer season, but not yet. I feel like you guys are warming up though. It has been a cold past few months, but I feel like things are finally starting to thaw out, and you know, you're getting comfortable, you're getting more and more confident with yourself and with your current situation, your current surroundings. So that's good. Let's give you guys some more good news. What do you need to hear, Cancers? This is for you. Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, whatever Cancer that you identify with, this is for you. All right, let's get some guidance here. And with these messages, I ask my spirit team and all of your spirit teams to give you guys the best message for all of our highest good. All right, the first card is going to represent your energy, what you are bringing to the table, what you can expect to be feeling and dealing with in this lovely month of May. Four of Cups, okay, contemplation. Now I see that some of you Cancers are going to be kind of like laying out your options all out on the table and going over them one by one, seeing the prospects, seeing the potential, and kind of going over your options, I guess is what I want to say. So, I mean, this could be since this is a Cups card, this could be in regards to a relationship. So maybe, you know, you're in a relationship, but you are considering other options, other suitors, other people available who have expressed interest in you or that you are interested in. And for others of you Cancers, you know, this could just be you not in a relationship, but you kind of having your eye on a few different people and kind of really seriously contemplating, you know, life with them or a future with any one of those people. I see either way that you do have a lot of options. and that, I feel like it's very early, it's a very primitive state, where you are seriously considering, like you're fantasizing for sure, but I don't see you, it's like you're kind of just, behind closed doors, you're kind of just seated, you're kind of just laying down, thinking about this, maybe in bed, thinking about this, or late at night, or this could even be happening in your dreams, in your subconscious, a place that is very private, and you don't necessarily want to manifest this in the real world. You don't necessarily want this to actually want your dreams to come true or want anything to become of it. I feel like it's just you really considering things and going over your options in your head. Maybe out of boredom, maybe because there's some void that you need to fill, or some sort of, emotional needs that you are fulfilling for yourself. But either way, I do think that there's going to be a bit of exploration and a bit of searching, soul searching or mind searching, some sort of exploration of possibilities, fantasizing. But, just because this is a Cups card doesn't mean that it's necessarily romantic. For a lot of you, this could be just in regards to what you want to do to make yourself happy. So like pleasurable pastimes, vacations, or ways to spend your free time. Maybe thinking about the different hobbies that you could take up, or the different forms of entertainment. Like I see you wanting something new, or at least thinking about introducing some sort of new adventure, new pastime into your daily routine, into your life. But you're kind of just wistfully thinking about it. And I see, again, just a lot of daydreaming, or a lot of exploration, a lot of searching for new ideas, new perspective. And that's kind of the overall feel here. You are really not worrying so much about, doing things or applying yourself too much. Like you're here to just observe, to learn, sit back and watch sort of thing. Now, let's see what your outside influences are, things that are sort of happening around you, situations, events, people that are going to be having some sort of effect, some sort of influence on you for this month of May. We've got, in general, beginning, middle, and end of the month, but time is, very dynamic and fluid here, very loose. So don't think about it too much, but in general, this is what's going to be happening for you guys in May. So first we've got the Six of Wands in reverse. So I do see struggle. I do see, not necessarily a struggle, but a delay for sure, in some sort of success. And I feel like this is more a personal feeling, a personal definition, a personal label of success. I don't think that this has to do with an outside and external or societal sort of merit or award or anything like that. But I feel like you guys have had, or you've been setting these little goals, these milestones for yourself, and you're hesitating on fulfilling a major one, or you're really like hesitant to do so, and for whatever reason. And I feel like it's because, again, you're just exploring. You don't want to commit too much to a certain diet, to a certain school of thought, a certain opinion, a certain perspective, a certain stance on something. So I see that, you do have your own opinions about the changes that are going on around you, if that makes sense, but you don't want to fully commit yet. And I feel like once you do that, you're going to feel more confident and you're going to be more decisive about your next steps and about who you are as a person. But I feel like there's a reluctance to actually declare something. Okay, so maybe you have to choose something, like choose a major, or choose a job, between two things. There's some sort of decision making going on, and you're just exploring your options right now. Okay, next we've got 10 Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So again, delays here. All right, so I see you guys are taking advantage of this downtime, and I can see now why you are going to be just chilling out, not worrying too much, and just taking it easy, observing, reflecting, taking this time to analyze what's going on, to make lists if you have to lay out, again, lay everything out on the table and look at it objectively. Because the Ten of Pentacles is, now first of all, we've got Cups, Wands, and Earth, and Pentacles energy, and that's water, fire, and Earth energy here. So it's pretty much balanced. I think the main thing right now that is missing is Swords energy, Swords card, which has to do with the mind, but we'll get to that after we flip this card. So this, I want to focus on the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Again, another card reverse, another significator of delays. And here this is reflecting in your home life, in your finances, and your material possessions, your physical comforts, physical things. This is Earth energy. All right, this is all the things that sustain us, that nourish us, and all the things that we can experience with our senses. So this is not in your daydreams. This is not a personal achievement. This is in the real world, with our shared consciousness, with our shared reality. And so I see that you guys have been working very hard. This Ten of Pentacles comes up when you're kind of like ahead of the game, and you're not a rookie in whatever field you're doing or whatever situation that you find yourself in, but at the same time you're kind of making silly mistakes, or maybe it has to do with this delay, this lack of willingness to commit to something is hindering you and really holding you back from getting the actual compensation that you deserve, because I feel like you guys have worked a lot, you have contributed a lot, and you should be getting that back to you. Even if this is an Earth card, but if this is just karma and not necessarily like a paycheck or some sort of favor from somebody after doing a favor for them, some sort of raise or something like that. Even if it's not that, then there is still some delay in the blessings that you are receiving from the world, from the universe, because of your hesitance. Now again, you guys are taking your time, and that is perfectly okay. If you can afford to take your time. And I feel like, no matter what, it's going to be a lesson anyways. So you guys are going to be contemplating things. And you don't want to rush. You don't want to make any hasty decisions. But I do see like things are pretty slow paced right now. So let's see what this last card is. See how we're going to end off in May and kind of the results of all of this. Wow, okay, so we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So no air or swords cards coming up, all right? So I do think that maybe your mind is kind of taking a time out, like you've been overwhelmed and you just need to take a break from too much rigid thinking, okay? You just want to unwind a little bit, explore other aspects of life, of reality. And you know what? You're not going to be at a total loss, okay? Things are going to be delayed a bit for you financially and in terms of your self-confidence and your boldness or your, confidence to make decisions for yourself. Your decisiveness is going to come a bit later, maybe, when you need it. But you're not going to be at a total loss because we have the Seven of Pentacles here. And you can see you're resting here. So I think you are going to be, catching breaks. So I feel like you can afford to take your time for the most part. But at the same time, you may end up more tired, more exhausted than if you were to just, suck it up and work hard now or make a decision now. Okay, you have to be willing to commit to something and be decisive about something. You can't always just be sitting on the fence. Okay, you have to take a stance. You have to stand up for what you personally think is right, for what you believe in. Now, the Seven of Pentacles, it's great. It's a card of rest. It's a card of, having enough. But you have, it's almost like you're at a timeout and you have time to rest, but sooner rather than later, you're going to be back on the grind again. You're going to be back to, having to be on the lookout, having to work extra hard for something that you've already worked hard for, something that you can already have, and set yourself up for sustained and long-lasting fruits of your labor and, long-lasting compensation or financial resources. Because you have set yourself up for it already. You just have to be willing to take it, be willing to claim it. All right. I see that success is already a part of you, a part of your nature, is a part of your energy, your aura here. So I don't think that you have too much to worry about, Cancers, to be honest, but I just feel like you could make it so much easier for yourself. All right, I'm going to pull a card now from the Oracle deck, Keepers of the Light. And we'll give you guys a bit more guidance going into May. Lovely month of May, to give you guys a bit of a push, to give you guys a little bit of direction. Master Buddha, I don't know how to pronounce it in England. Okay, Master Buddha. Increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. I know you wanted some external factor, external push to just be like this way, that way, okay? But you got to listen to your own inner voice. There are no shortcuts. And honestly, when you learn to be confident about your inner voice, and I'm still learning, but when I do trust it, it pays off big time. Honestly, that'll be your best friend. It'll be your greatest tool when you learn to trust yourself. And you just know. You have this increased awareness, okay? Deep connection, trust your inner voice. I'm going to get the extended message from Master Buddha here, because he's got a very specific message for you. Let's see what it is. You are moving beyond the illusions that fear has created so that you can be more focused on your priorities and what is serving you on this path. You gotta focus, you gotta prioritize, you gotta make that decision. Okay, you can't be sitting on the fence, you can't be sitting on the sidelines the whole time. Okay, it's time for you to get in the game. All suffering eventually comes to an end, and acknowledging how you really feel and what occurred in order for you to feel this way will help you move beyond it. Call on Master Buddha now to help you remember you are a part of something that is greater than suffering. The wheel of karma is turning in your favor, and all your acts of kindness and goodness will benefit you. Okay, you could be reaping in those rewards as well, just the kindness, the love that you have planted. It's finally starting to grow and spread. Thoughts may arise now that solve issues in your life, home, relationships, or work. They are being sent to you from your inner teacher, the Buddha within. All right, so there is a little Buddha in all of us, okay? I feel like we are all one, and so there is Buddha in you and me, and there's a little bit of you and him as well. But basically, I think the point of this here, this increased awareness, is to trust in you and to trust in the universe. Okay, you have to know that the suffering that you're going through, all this uncertainty, you are greater than that, and you're a part of something bigger, and you know what, you're in on it, okay? Things are not just happening to you, you are a very important player in what's going on. Don't ever underestimate your role in your life. And you know, you're important, so start acting like it. I hope you found value in these messages, and I hope that you gained some insight, some clarity, peace of mind, or at least, you know, made you think a little bit. Please remember that these are general readings, so watch your other signs, and if you would like a personal reading with me, then follow the links in the description box, and I'd be happy to help you with that. Have an amazing, wonderful, beautiful month ahead of you, regardless of what the cards say. You know, it's ultimately up to you. So keep up the good work, guys. I hope you guys stay in touch. I'll keep you guys posted too. And if you want to follow me on social media, I'm pretty much just on Twitter and Instagram. Then go ahead, don't be shy. Let's get to know each other better. And so have an amazing rest of the day, week, month, and I hope to see you guys in June. Love you.